Alright, time to try hard, I guess.
Victory or death! Your soul shall be mine!
I probably want a turn 3 Bran. I kind of instinctively kept the Mountain Giant, but it's probably not correct to keep Mountain Giant against Pirate Warrior. Seems like it's going to be hard to actually play it.
Your soul shall suffer!
For the life binder.
Oh, it's a Dragon Warrior. Well, it should be pretty hard for him to deal with my Doomsayer here. Unless he has Fiery War Axe plus patches. Nice, I got the Doomsayer off. Against Dragon Warrior, I might actually have time to play Mountain Giant. But it's probably better to try curbing Bran into Kazakus, and then I can coin Reno. Unfortunately, he had the answer to the Bran. I think that was the only answer to the Bran. And I think Twilight Drake is just better than Kazakus here. It kills the Kor'kron Elite and lives.
I wield the power.
Well, if I had played Kazakus there, I would have got the potion, but the Blackwing Corruptor would have killed it for free, which would have been pretty bad. I think I'm definitely playing Kazakus here. And we're going for a 5. 4 damage AoE has to be the best one here. None of these are especially good. I guess I'll take Freeze, just in case the 4 damage AoE doesn't kill all of his stuff.
I wield the power.
Second Corruptor, that's brutal. Well, I can actually play Mountain Giant here. I can also play my Kazakus potion, but I think it's gotta be Mountain Giant.
No. Trust me.
I could have also tapped instead of playing the Mistress of Mixtures, but that would put me at effectively 7. I guess that would have been fine since I have Reno.
The menagerie is for guests only.
I can play my Kazakus potion, trade off the Mistress of Mixtures, and then send the Mountain Giant to his face. Or I can just play Reno. It didn't feel great to use the Kazakus potion there because the freeze part of it didn't really do anything. But it would have killed both of those things. I would have been at 13, I think, because the Mistress of Mixtures would have healed me.
Be thirsty.
I don't know. I think I'm playing this game a little bit too fast. I think I'm still tilted that I lost to that Shaman. I'm not convinced that the Kazakus potion was better last turn, but I definitely should have put more thought into it. At least it's still pretty good this turn, right? And I think I'm just going to heal up my Reno so he can continue beating up some minions. I could have played Acidic Swamp Ooze there, but it's only 3 damage from the War Axe. Sometimes these decks play Arcanite Reaper, which can be seriously problematic. I think I just gotta throw down the Rag here, right? Pretty easy Ragnaros. Of course Ragnaros went face. What other target would he hit?
For the war chief. Fly, Polly. I'm in charge now.
Oh, he still has patches. I guess he hasn't played a pirate. He armored up, so the Abyssal Enforcer isn't a 50-50 lethal. But I probably still have to play the Abyssal Enforcer here. Deathwing. What other card would it be? Well, Kill his weapon here. Hopefully Rag kills the 3-2. Went face again. And he drew probably the only card in his deck that gave him lethal. I got extraordinarily unlucky in those last couple turns.
Gul'dan versus Valera.
Alright, I've lost 3 in a row with Warlock. Time to win a game.
Shall be mine.
Unfortunately, this is a bad matchup. I guess I have to keep Peddler against Rogue now, because it kind of contests early pirate boards. My hand is pretty much hot garbage right now.
I'm in charge now.
Guess I go for Peddler here.
Oh, Sally.
Probably just take the Voidwalker. Voidwalker contests those 1/1 garbage minions pretty well. Maybe it can block like a Leroy or a cold-blooded minion later in the game. I don't think I can risk playing the Dirty Rat here. If I hit Gadgets and Auctioneer or something, it's just a disaster. And I don't want to play Voidwalker because it dies for free to the SI7 agent, and holding on to it buffs my Twilight Drake. Guess I just throw down the Twilight Drake, hope he doesn't have sap, press concede if he does have sap.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
My hand is too full.
I can Siphon Soul the Tomb Pillager. It'll put me up to 13. It'll only be showing 9. I could also try to go like Taunt plus Doomsayer.
So many possibilities.
I'm not sure there's actually a winning play here, but I think this is the closest to a winning play that I have access to. He needs 4 damage. So Eviscerate does it, Cold Blood does it. Alright, let's just go ahead and get into the next game.
Gul'dan versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Your soul.
So the opponent's a Mage. I'm assuming it's Reno Mage, so I'm not going to keep Doomsayer. Probably pretty nice to have Brain Kazakus. I don't really need it until like turn 7, but it's definitely a combo that I will need if I want to outvalue the opponent this game. I need to tap here so I can play the Mountain Giant next turn. Well, hopefully he's not playing Mirror Entity for some reason. Or Potion of Polymorph. It's actually not that easy for him to deal with an 8/8 this turn. I think Polymorph is the only one card answer that deck typically plays.
We hunger for vengeance.
Alright, that's not a bad start for him. But I think I'm gonna tap and then heal my Mountain Giant with Earthen Ring Farseer here. It looks like he had a specific 2-turn lethal on that minion, so the +3 health should really mess him up.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw down a taunt now. I think I'll just play Emperor Thaurissan with this hand, right? If you can safely play a Thaurissan, with 8 cards in your hand, or 9 cards in your hand, it's probably the best play.
My shield for Argus.
Engaging TC1.
Alright, Argus was not that big of a deal, I guess.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast
As long as he didn't hit Doomsayer, Kazakus, or Bran, I think it was okay. And he actually pulled a pretty bad minion off the mind control tech. So all in all, that turn was not too bad for me. I'm actually going to get another Thaurissan proc, which is pretty nutty. I'm probably sending 8-8 into the Dirty Rat, 5-5 into MCT, trading off the Thunder of Argus. I don't really want to play Ragnaros because it puts a lot of important stuff on the board, and it's only going to be sniping down a 1-1 probably. So I guess I'm just going to go for... Oh, I can't go for Brain Kazakus here, because I'll overdraw next turn. I guess I'm just playing Refreshment Vendor. I guess Ragnaros wouldn't have been that big of a deal to lose there, because if he was single targeting the Ragnaros, it was going to be hard for him to deal with Mountain Giant and Emperor Thaurissan, and if he was playing an AoE, it probably wasn't going to deal with Ragnaros. But like I said, all it did was snipe down a Babbling Book. So I can just play Rag here, play a big dude on the board, or I can go for Brand Kazakus. I can play Dirty Rat and then try to snipe whatever it is with Ragnaros. I think that's the play, right? Especially since I hit a 5-5. If I had pulled out like a Mistress of Mixtures or something there, probably would have gone for the Brand Kazakus. Oh, Flame Lance. Okay. Off the Kabbalah's Tome, no less. Pretty efficient answer to Ragnaros. I think this has got to be the Brand Kazakus turn. Maybe I even Shadow Bolt the 5-3 instead of trading in the Refreshment Vendor. I probably want at least 1-5. Probably just want summon a 5-5 demon here. I could also take the 7 armor so he can't burst me with Pyro shenanigans. But I think just having a minion off of it will be pretty good. Probably just want to take the 5 damage removal here. And then I'm going to go Greed Mode, take a 10 cost spell here. Probably just want to sheep some things. And I guess we'll take an 8-8. He's actually getting pretty low on life. In this matchup, I need to pop his block, get his Reno, and then kill him with my Leroy combo. Probably the wrong hero power target. He could have put the Kazakus down to 2 health so that both of my dudes would die to the Abomination Death Rattle. I guess I just trade in, play Imp Gang Boss. Then I guess I'm developing the Acidic Swamp Ooze. I have my full Leroy combo, so I just need to pop his block and get him in range. Wonder if I should play my Kazakus Potion, just to get a 5-5 on the board. As much as I want to get him into Leroy combo range, I don't think I'm necessarily in a hurry to do that. So I'll hold back on my potion for a little bit of value. And it looks like the Kazakus potion is going to be pretty good against this Cult Apothecary. Well, Abyssal Enforcer is actually not too bad here either. I think I like the potion though, just because it lets me keep my ooze alive. And getting in this 3-phase damage is definitely not negligible. That was a pretty impressive Kabbalah's Tome. You got Flame Lance for the Rag, and then Fire Lance Portal Arcane Intellect, if I'm remembering correctly. Pretty nutty.
Wanted, dead or alive.
Mirror Entity is not too bad. It forced me to overdraw. I guess the Shadow Flame isn't like the worst overdraw. I have 8 on board, so I would need 4 from hand to pop his block. which I can do with the Kazakus potion, or Abyssal Enforcer, Demon Wrath. I guess I'm gonna play Mirror Entity instead of Demon Wrath. I'm not really too concerned about leaving that 3-1 up, although I guess I could die to a Mage, leaving myself at 12. I don't know. It was actually pretty sketchy playing Mirror Entity instead of Demon Wrath there. But it's not like he can have double Fireball because he's a Reno deck, right? So maybe it's not that sketchy being at 12. Yeah, I think I like the Mirror Entity better there. So that secret is pretty likely to be Ice Barrier, which means my Leroy combo is not actually lethal here. So I guess my play is probably just going to be like tap Reno. I should have tested for Ice Barrier before I tapped, because I could have tried to go for a Leroy there. Well, it looks like if I did try to go for the Leroy, I would have gotten punished by the Potion of Polymorph. And I think I'm actually just going to Blast Crystal Potion his Reno. Getting the 6 face damage in is really, really important because 20 is the threshold where I can just kill him if he doesn't have a secret in play. So even though 6-6 into 4-6 seemed like a really nice trade, I had already seen Reno and Ice Block, so going face with the 6 damage there pretty much secured lethal. And hey, it only took 5 tries, but I finally won with Warlock. I'm happy that's over because I was admittedly getting a little bit tilted in some of those later games. Playing too fast, not playing too well.